Hey, it stopped raining. We're back here in the Endwalker expansion. I just unlocked an Aether Current from a quest that was back here in the Great Work. I think it was called Alchemist or Dancer. There was a update to the game today, and I think it might have been patch 7.4. I'm not sure about that. It might have just been an update to patch 7.4. But there was an update to the game today. Also, I found out I was disconnected from the server like a bunch over the last couple of days, and it turns out there's been a DDoS attack on the servers going on. So that's probably what happened there. Alright, let's continue with the next quest. The Jewel of Thavnair. Estinien says, "Whew, carrying all those Metanga may have been the true struggle." Metanga, those are the name of the elephant people, I assume. Alright, what's next, Thancred? I've completed, I think, 21 quests in Endwalker, and I think I read that there are 108 quests in the 6.0 Endwalker main scenario quest. So we got a ways to go. Thancred is rested and ready to set out. The Jewel of Thavnair, level 81. Had enough rest, have you? You never were one for being idle. Right, Varshahn bade us come to Meghaduta at our earliest convenience. Meghaduta. The others will join us once they have finished tending to the prisoners. Wait, did he say prisoners? To the former prisoners, I assume, is what he meant. They're not prisoners now. They're freed. Ah, wait, on second thought, you and Estinien should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. We left Graha in the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Just you and me, then. The guardsmen at the gate should wave us through. Quest accepted. When we delivered Graha to the alchemist, they were not a little excited. They were very excited, is what you mean. You could have just said they were very excited. Perhaps it was Nidana's rescue that brought them joy, but given their fascination with Estinien, I'm not quite sure. Okay, so we speak with the Radiant Guardsmen. I keep forgetting to bring up the quest text. There's a lot of good information in the quest text that I keep forgetting to bring up. So we're riding all the way out to the gates that we couldn't get in last time. I've been also half-heartedly leveling up a machinist on a brand new character that is also on this same server. Wait, did I pick the right road? Nope. And my machinist is now level 55. I thought it was going to take forever to level from 50 to 80, but it turns out the bottleneck was between 50 and 53. It's sort of sped up again after 53. Because then I can do the Heavensward dungeons. There's no Heavensward dungeons between 50 and 53 with the duty support system. Yet, at least. It says they're gonna do the one at 51, but it's not there yet. And here we are. I'm going to turn down the music again. Is that good enough? That's good enough. Didn't sound like it went down any in my earbuds. What's up, Estinien? With the tower gone, I expect that the state of alert will be lifted. This guy wouldn't let me in before. Ah, honored scions, you are free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry stationed at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. Oh, I thought we were going into a cutscene, but we just skipped ahead. Wait, you're a different Radiant Guardsman. You're the inside Radiant Guardsman. Hail, adventurer! If you wish to leave the city, then I shall escort you to the gate. Oh, it's a whole different zone, so that's why we have those. Ah, invisible wall! Though I have been to Radz-at-Han before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we had best ask for directions from this sentry at the fountain. Lead the way, and don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. Your next quest objective requires escorting. They're really into this escorting mechanic. I think they started that in the last expansion, and they're really leaning into it in this expansion. This seems to be another big city that we need to attune to everything. Alzadal's Palace. It does look rather large. Oh yes, it is a large city. Much like Ishgard, or Foundation, or whatever it's called. Hello. Ah, Mistress Tyauv, I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with the Satrap. If you require directions to Meghaduta, I should be glad to provide them. The Satrap's residence is situated in Dharma, the highest part of Radz-at-Han. To get there, I would ordinarily... I can't talk tonight. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed and the aetherite disabled. Oh no. How can I attune to it if it's disabled? As such, I will provide you with an alternate path. First, please ascend the steps next to this fountain, then continue left. There will be more steps, and upon ascending them, you will emerge on Paxa's path. Proceed through the large door on the right, and you will arrive at Raveda Fibers. Within, you will find another sentry who will give you further guidance. In other words, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember what he said, so, I think left then right is basically what he said. Alzadal's Peace, not Palace. Paxa's Path. I recognize those words from the dialogue, and then up these stairs? Let's talk to Imify on our way. Now that foreign vessels have stopped visiting ports, our silks and other specialties have begun piling up. It's a proper surplus of riches. Okay, it's a rich town. Ravada Fibers. Hello, watchful Radiant. Heading to Meghaduta, are you? In that case, please follow this hallway to my right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing, where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend the steps to either side of me, you'll find the workshops of Ravada Fibers. Though you're free to observe the artisans, take care not to lose your way. Oh, I see a thing up here we can... some dialogue. What do you think, Estinien? Ah, Thavnairian weave. Hard to imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Aymeric would be partial to the gold thread. And the blue, of course. He loves his blue. Oh, crap, I missed a... Oh, I've never put much thought into what I wear. A spare set of clothing is usually all I carry, and if that isn't enough, I can always obtain something locally. Quite an ordeal to get to the Satrap's residence. It could stand to be a more obvious route, like the one to the vault or Kugani Castle. Well, it seems there are lots of people around here sewing and whatnot. Let's see, the silks, now they go in the secondary storehouse, and everything out of the weaving workshop... everything out of the weaving workshop belongs in the primary, I believe? Goodness, so many storehouses these days. Rather hard to keep track. I'm afraid this storehouse is off limits to all those not currently employed at Ravada Fibers, as it contains rather precious textiles. We cannot just let anyone stroll through, you understand? That guy looks like he's strolling through. You'll find this storehouse packed with everything from clothing to carpeting. Its importance can't be gainsaid, which is why I'm stationed here to guard the place from unsavory types. Okay, I think I'm officially lost. Yes, can I help you? This is the storehouse for our silks, and not meant for customers' eyes. So if you wouldn't mind, get lost. Okay, I think back down here is going to be where the guide was. He said to go to his right. So this way, I guess? What with the shipping routes all closed, our storehouses are practically overflowing. We'll probably need to halt production at some point, but it pains me to deprive our weavers of their work. Aha, another vigilant radiant. And an aethernet shard. We'll just unlock that quickly. What happened? I clicked on it? And... I can't move. I'm getting disconnected from the server again, aren't I? I guess the DDoS attacks are continuing. And now we wait for the server to be uncongested. Incidentally, it looks like patch 7.4 was released on December 16th, 2025, which was about half a month ago. And it looks like, after about 3.5 minutes, I am back in the game. And I'm going to attune again. And then I'm going to get up again, and because I was making some tea. Okay, got my tea. Why is that red? I have to go back and get Estinien. Okay, since I was disconnected. Oh, I thought that guy running next to me was Estinien, and I was like, what? Okay, how do I get back there? Getting disconnected is so inconvenient. Estinien, come back. Ah. Where is he? Am I going the right way? I don't think so. He's there. I need to turn around and go to the right. I was following the wrong arrow on the minimap. I was following this arrow, and I should have been following that arrow. Estinien, come back. Found your bearings, have you? Then let's get going to Meghaduta. Wasn't my fault. Some hackers disconnected me or something. Yay, okay. Now talking to the Vigilant Radiant. If you are here for an airship, I'm afraid all flights have been suspended until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect? Perhaps it's for the best. That aside, we're not here for an airship. We have business at Meghaduta. Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it's quite simple, really. Ascend these steps and then continue straight ahead and across the bridge. You cannot miss it. Confusing as it is, you'd think they intended to make a maze out of Radz-at-Han. Kugani was flat, at least. If you became lost, you could head higher. You could head to higher ground to get the lay of the land. Up the stairs, and you can't miss it. Estinien, it's another place for us to talk. I remember passing by here with Varshahn. The situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to Hamza myself. The meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. Squawk! Squawk! Irritated Hamza. They know we're talking about you. Okay, my cat's trying to be a pest. Why, Gracie? Why? Don't mess with the microphone boom, please. You're going to cause noise. I am trying to avoid noise. Attuning to another Aethernet shard. You now have Aethernet access to Meghaduta. Okay, Gracie. Okay. Just kinda stay off to the side, please. Don't try to walk across my keyboard. Meghaduta attendant. Hello. Greetings and welcome to Meghaduta. May I inquire after your business? We are members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, come at the invitation of His Excellency. Oh, of course, we have been expecting you. I will show you into the audience chamber, if you would please follow me. Ew, opulent it is. When was Estinien here before? Graha and Thancred have arrived. The Scions are all here.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Valiant Scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radz-at-Han.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radz-at-Han will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
"'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
albeit brief. My involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Estinien's over in the corner, far, far away.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vrtra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydralin to whom you must look for answers.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. 'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydralin endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralin does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vrtra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Prithee, a moment.
Me?
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee.
I've not spoken with your father in some time. Meow 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 meow.
In accordance with the covenant he forged with Hydralin, the stewardship of this star hath ever been his purpose. Silence in the face of thine actions is the greatest sign of his approval. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, weal enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Flashback. All the dead people.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Bye. What must these scions think? They must think that I'm conspiring with the dragon against them. Why else would I have a secret meeting with a dragon? Also, what war? I guess the war against the towers. I guess that's the war he was referring to. Our apologies again. I hope we didn't force you to conclude your conversation prematurely, your secret, hidden meeting with the dragon that you were deliberately excluding us from. So, what were you and Vrtra talking about? Alice is much more blunt. Oh, nothing. Nothing. Very well, if you say so. We totally believe you. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. The Jewel of Thavnair complete. And I've nearly reached level 84. Just a bit more to go.